geeks, my name is OMGWTFLOLFTWBRB, and welcome to Suprocker Sunday. If you're unfamiliar with my Suprocker series, well, I do this every Saturday and Sunday, and basically I play really any game that I want, such as the ongoing series we've been doing for quite a long time now, the arcade playthroughs of Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. And believe it or not, we're getting pretty close, as today we're going to be playing as Flapjack from the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. And as you see, here's his alternate costume. He has one with red hairs, and then he turns into a black kid, and then he turns into a creepy little evil kid. But as always, we're going to be sticking to our original color. After stepping out of a portal and into a strange new world, Flapjack came face to face with candy-crusted face with sticky beard. Sticky Beard hopped onto the Sweet Revenge and shoved off through a closing portal. Oh boy, he's probably heading straight to Candied Island. That was my Flapjack voice. It's not good. Flapjack was overjoyed to be placed at the beginning of a great adventure and set off in search of the mysterious candy pirate. Yeah, I don't have a good Flapjack voice. Hold on. Hey, phew. All right, now that I got that sneeze out of the way, we can start off with our character, Flapjack. Before I even start giving information, because that is something I do like to do during these arcade playthroughs, I like to give you information on the character that I am playing as. So before we start, I do want to make a shout out to the YouTube user who requested we play as Flapjack, and that YouTube user is Brawl Bozo. So Brawl Bozo, if you're watching this video, then oh wait, hold on, Brawl Bozo. This is Flapjack's synergy, and it is with Dee Dee. And unlike Dexter, her brother, Flapjack wants to dance with Dee Dee. So here we are as Flapjack and Dee Dee in a tornado spin. And anyone that gets in our way, well, I don't know. It's not going to be pretty. The power of dance. Either way, though, as I was saying, Brawl Bozo did request this. So here you are, Brawl Bozo, if you're watching this. This one's for you, buddy. Anyway, though, the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, also known as the Misadventures of Flapjack, or simply just Flapjack, is an American animated television series produced for Cartoon Network that premiered on June 5th, 2008, and ended on August 30th, 2010. The show was created by cartoonist Thorpe Van Orman, I hope I pronounced that name right, who has worked as a writer and storyboard artist on The Powerpuff Girls, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Camp Lazlo. On April 20th, 2012, the series returned to Cartoon Network to show reruns on the revived block, Cartoon Planet. The series revolves around Flapjack and Captain Knuckles. Flapjack is a young boy raised by a talking whale named Bubby. Flapjack leads a peaceful life until the duo rescues a pirate by the name of Captain Knuckles, who tells Flapjack of a place called Candied Island, which is made completely of candy. Inspired by the adventurous pirate, Flapjack, Captain Knuckles, and Bubby get into strange predicaments and misadventures in search of candy. Candy Island and the coveted title of adventurer. The three spend most of their time in Stormalong Harbor, their place of residence and home to many strange characters. And once again, Flapjack and Dee Dee are gonna have this dance, as we take on Aku from Samurai Jack, by the way. Flapjack is a boy who was found and raised by Bubby, a talking whale. Flapjack is very naive and oblivious to danger. Thus, he is easily caught up in perilous situations. He holds Knuckles in extremely high regard, with his affection for the captain sometimes bordering on obsession. His catchphrase is "adventure," said whenever excited. He is voiced by series creator Thorpe Van Orman. During the ending of the final episodes, Thorpe's son Leaf plays the role of Flapjack. Flapjack's original voice actor was meant to be Paul Rubens, but Rubens never showed up to any recording sessions.
You should be honored I'm teaming up with you.
Fuck!
I'm gonna celebrate at the candy barrel!
Sorry for my quietness there, Nerds of Geeks. I was answering a text message. Anyway, a Flapjack video game was confirmed by series creator Thorpe Van Orman in spring 2010 for the Nintendo DS system. When the show was cancelled, the game was cancelled with it. And also, Flapjack and Captain Knuckles will be appearing as playable characters in Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, along with Peppermint Mary and Candied Wife will act as assist characters. While one of the stages will be set within Bubby's mouth, 8-Armed Willie appears as part of Flapjack's special attack, and we also have a Stumble Harbor.
Fight!
But as you did see here there, I did say that the show was canceled, and I don't know why it was canceled. I assume because it didn't get a good enough review. Because I have heard Flapjack was one of the part of I'm not gonna say it's bad because I've never actually watched an episode of Flapjack, but I know a lot of kids from my era, the '90s, hate on shows like Flapjack and like Chowder. But both those shows are not on no more. And I've seen some of the newer Cartoon Network shows like Regular Show, Adventure Time, Gumball, and Mad, and I like those three, so maybe I'll give Flapjack and Chowder a chance one day. Anyway, though, now we're going to be going over the voices for the character Flapjack, so...
Super attack!
Hold on, wait a minute. It's time for a super attack. 8-Armed Willie appears and tries to get a Falco punch on us, but we dodge it and knocks Toyinator out. Sucks to be the Toyinator. Either way, though, now, like I said, we're going to be doing the people who have done the voices of Flapjack, the character. So, in his TV series, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack in 2008, Flapjack's English voice actor was Thrope Van Orman, which we have gone over, that is his creator. He has 2 Brazilian voice actors, so I'm not sure if, one got left and the other, took over. I'm not sure exactly what happens, but Gustavo Piera and Alexandre Morano are his Brazilian/Portuguese voice actors, and his Polish voice actor is Leszek Zudun. Again, I apologize if I pronounced any of those names wrong because, well, I don't speak that language. And the Cartoon Network Universe Fusion Fall game in 2009, and of course in Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL in 2011, the game we're playing here. Excuse me. Thrope Van Orman did the voices for Flapjack, but in the original Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion that was released in 2011 on the Nintendo DS, Yuri Lowenthal did the voice. I think we saw this with another character where they had 2 different voice actors for both games, and this XL had the real voice actor and DS didn't. But like I said, I'm not sure why they couldn't get Thrope Van Orman to do the voice for the original CMPTE, but they got him for XL, so that's all good. And since Flapjack doesn't have a lot of history, I couldn't really find much on him, so it does suck for that. But as I did say, I never watched the show, so I don't really have much of an opinion on Flapjack. I will say that the show looked pretty dumb to me. I mean, and it wasn't... I'll be honest with you, I'm sorry if I, make anyone mad here, but the show looked dumb to me, not because of, the storyline or anything like that. By the way, what you saw me doing there, I was running into those electric shields on purpose because it lets out the little synergy cubes, or whatever they're called, the little things that boost up your special, so I was doing that. Either way, though, as I was saying, the reason why I never watched the show is because I did think it looked dumb. And the reason why is because of Flapjack himself. He, just like Chowder, looked like the typical stupid character to me, and it just wasn't funny to me. I mean, to me, that's stupid humor when your character is just like, oh, look at me, I'm retarded. It's like, really? You're really clever. That's not funny at all. It's okay when you have someone there to, compliment it. I mean, I guess that's why Billy and Mandy was so successful, even though I wasn't a huge fan of Billy and Mandy. But you had Mandy, who's the serious girl, and then Billy, who's retarded, and I didn't like either of those characters, so. But, I'm trying to think of, like, Ed and Eddie. See, that was a good example, because you had Ed, who was really, really stupid, but then you had Ed and Eddie, and, Double D, who was the smart person, and Eddie, who was the con man. It worked to a charm. When the stupid character is done right, it's done right, but in my opinion, Flapjack and Chowder and even Billy and Mandy, they didn't do it right, and it was just, to me, it wasn't laughable. It was, like, stupid. But, like I said, I never watched an episode of Flapjack, so I can't really give a definite this is why I don't like this show, or this is my opinion on Flapjack. As of what I see here, Flapjack is the typical stupid character that
This is the best
I
adventure of all.
don't like. Don't like at all. But in this game, though, he's actually not that good either. He's not as bad as Vilgax, but he's not too good. I mean, as you see, I am using the tickle move a lot, and I learned halfway through this that it doesn't really do damage to them. It just kind of pauses them for a little bit, and I didn't know that. Even though I do like that move, he doesn't really have a good move. Like, his standalone X, he throws a little peppermint patty at them, and that doesn't do much. That's his best move, the boomerang candy cane, and even that's not that good. So, and his up is just pretty bad. Like, the up moves, you gotta have, like, get them in a way. But what can you do? So I don't think Flapjack's too good in here. And another thing, I guess you can do kind of similar to Mojo Jojo stage with the whole trying to get all those cubes is keep stepping on the fire, but do recognize that it's gonna be hard for you to get those things. A little, I don't know what they're called. I want to call them synergy cubes, but they're not, because synergy cubes are the things that you get your synergy partner with.
Now.
I also want to say Flapjack's kind of creepy, like really creepy.
Fight again.
I mean, did you just hear him a couple seconds ago say want some candy? He's kind of creepy. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Flapjack. He's a weird one. I like Captain Knuckles though. Knuckles very good in this game, and I have done the playthrough of Captain Knuckles, which was actually also requested by another person. So it seems like Flapjack's got some fans, because both times I've done Knuckles and Flapjack, someone requested me to do them.
Fight!
But I guess this is Flapjack taking on his icon, or I don't know what to call Captain Knuckles, the man he's obsessed with. Excuse me, see the tickle move. It's a good move if you just want to pause him and get some moves off afterwards, and I did realize that when I started doing it again. But yeah. I also failed to get rid of Knuckles early on. I always try to get rid of whoever I'm facing early on in this battle. That way I don't have to go all the way to the boat and deal with the cannonballs, but couldn't do it this time. So yeah, this is Flapjack, and I guess he's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I highly doubt that if this game were to come out nowadays, I don't think Flapjack or Knuckles will find themselves in it. They might. I would like to see them make another one of this, maybe a better one too, that has better control, because this game could be very successful if done correctly. I mean, you're taking nostalgic stuff here, I mean, and you include in some of Cartoon Network's big stars too. Like, they left out a lot of people in this game, which I will go over my review of it finally, but I will go over a little bit here since I don't have talking about, like, I mean, there is no Ed, or Eddie in this game. There's no Courage the Cowardly Dog, no Cow and Chicken, no I Am Weasel. I mean, and then you have newer stars who I guarantee will be in this game, like Jake and Finn, maybe together or separate. The Rigby and Mordecai, maybe even Muscle Man, or Skips. You have the Mad character, I mean, Gumball possibly. I mean, there's tons of characters who would be in it nowadays, and there's tons of characters that they left out that I'm really confused about, especially over Ed, and Eddie. I mean, that is, in my opinion, Cartoon Network's greatest show ever. And my favorite show on Cartoon Network is Johnny Bravo, but I can admit that Ed, and Eddie is way more popular than Johnny Bravo. And that's a good thing about me. I do realize that is I'm not biased. I can admit when oh, Dee Dee just wants to dance with herself this time. I can admit when something's more popular than something I like. Like, in my opinion, I think Gambit's the coolest hero ever, but I can see why I can admit that there's others that aren't. You know, I mean, I can admit that there's others out there that are, you know, more popular than him. I mean, there's a lot. And in my opinion, I don't really care for Flapjack and Chowder. I think they're probably one of the worst shows in Cartoon Network, even though I have never watched them, but obviously this show, Flapjack, was canceled, so there's something. I don't think Chowder was canceled, but obviously people liked them. So I will say that's one of my better features. I would feel like is that I'm unbiased, and that's how it always will remain. Right now, though, we are facing the Powerpuff Girls, and this stage, and it's, well, now it's not too bad since it's only Bubbles, but as I said, Flapjack's not too good, and the Powerpuff Girls, all three of them, are good in this game, and as you see, I'm just trying to survive for my life because this stage is a little overcrowded, but uh-oh, he's back. He went for the Falco Punch, we jumped, and Bubbles, you should have just stayed up there a little bit longer because you got knocked though. Fuck it! No, let's not Flapjack. Please no. No more fighting. Peace, Flapjack. No fighting. But you asked for another fight, so we're gonna take on well, the person we take on at the end of every video. But the creepiest villain of all cartoon history. Try to argue with me, you will lose. No one was creepier than him.
3, 2, 1.
But Flapjack, you know, is oblivious to danger, so he doesn't know what he's in for here. And it doesn't seem like, you know, it's bothered him any time since he's been taking on Powerpuff Girls, Hostel Gato, Samurai Jack Aku, Kevin Levin, and Ben 10. He's taking on some pretty big deals here, even Captain Knuckles. So, I think Flapjack's got a good advantage on his side. Wow, he just threw something at me. Whoa, I had a little bit of, I guess I dropped some frames there. Oh my god, I almost fell there. I remember that too. It's Valhalla! That's another person I actually kind of would like to see in this game. Like, someone like, you know who actually I am surprised didn't make it into this game either? Like, they have Valhalla and Major Glory as synergy characters. Where's the Incredible Kronk? And they should just, instead of making them separate, they should have had just as friends. On the verge of tears, the adventure he had just completed lost all meaning to Flapjack, for he lost the trail of the mysterious candy pirate, and would never make it to the Candied Island. Then Flapjack heard a familiar sound which instantly struck his heart with joy. The recognizable squeaking that Flapjack heard could only come from one person. "What you crying for, boy?" Captain Knuckles said as he approached Flapjack. "You'll make me look bad." Wiping his tears, Flapjack was excited to see his friend, but even more excited to see a new portal open behind Knuckles. Ready for the adventures of a lifetime, the two jumped through the portal to finally reach the fable, Candied Island. That was Flapjack's ending, and I feel like it's the best ending we've had so far. Everyone else has kind of had in my opinion, rushed and lazy endings, but it seemed like they took their time with Flapjack's ending. But next up, we're going to be taking on Chowder, another person who has gets a bad rep from the 90s kids, and Flapjack's alternate costume, which I'm not sure if that's a sea cucumber or a fish, but I am sure that it's arguably the weirdest damn costume in this game. Like, what the Either way, though, Flapjack's standalone special, he throws a peppermint at his opponent. Did you see I'm doing here? Side special, he throws a candy cane, like a boomerang. As you see, he can do it from any way. Down special, we can't present correctly here, as you will see in a couple seconds, because the opponent needs to attack you, but it's the tickle move, and when they attack you, you don't take damage, and Flapjack begins to tickle his opponent. And he does that creepy laugh. Yeah, there you go, see? Really creepy. And his up special, he does like a little twirl in the air. But that is the end of the arcade playthrough as a Flapjack Nerds and Geeks. Stop laughing, Flapjack. I do hope you have enjoyed, and if you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.